Non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma is a tumor that arises from the lymphocytes, both B and T lymphocytes, and these tumors they lack specialized Reed-Sternberg cells. These cells are the characteristic feature of the Hodgkin lymphoma. Lymphocytes they form from the primary lymphoid organ, and primary lymphoid organ is the bone. Bone has bone marrow which contain hematopoietic stem cells. These stem cells differentiate into precursor B cell and precursor T cell. Precursor B cell it forms naive B cells, and ultimately it forms mature B lymphocytes, and these lymphocytes they migrate towards lymph node, and these lymphocytes they reside in cortex by forming follicles. T cells they mature into the thymus, and where they form helper T cells which have CD4 and cytotoxic T cells which have CD8 receptors. And these T cells they also migrate towards lymph node where they reside in the paracortex, and this is the paracortex, and this is cortex, and this one is medulla. Medulla has plasma cells. B cells they differentiate to form plasma cells, and these plasma cells they ultimately form antibody. In short, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes both form from the hematopoietic stem cells, and B cells they reside in the cortex by forming follicles, and T cell they reside in the paracortex, and medulla has plasma cells which originate from the B cells, and these plasma cells they form antibodies. B cells has two types of receptors, CD19 and CD21. When B cells they exposed to antigen, these B cells either differentiate into plasma cells, and these plasma cells they form antibodies. Other pathway is B cells they may differentiate into centroblast cells. Blasts are immature cells, and these centroblast cells they form germinal center. As this is the follicle, and follicle has central germinal center, and in periphery these are the mature lymphocyte B cells, and this germinal center is made up of centroblast cells. Some centroblasts they mature and form centrocytes, and centrocytes they form plasma cells, and these plasma cells they reside in the medulla of the lymph node, and some centrocytes they form memory B cells. In short, B cells can either differentiate into plasma cells and form antibodies, and this B cell can also differentiate into plasma cells and as well as memory cells through centroblast and centrocytes. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma arises from the lymphocytes, both B and T lymphocytes, and this lymphoma can be nodal and can be extranodal. It means it can arise from the lymph nodes, and it can arise from the extranodal tissues such as GIT skin. As we know that lymphocytes are of two types, B cells and T cells. This lymphoma can arise from B cells in 70% of cases and from T cells in 30% of cases. B cells are more common non-Hodgkin lymphomas. B cell non-Hodgkin lymphomas can be aggressive. It means they have very aggressive course, they have severe symptoms, and their course can be indolent, which is not aggressive, means the symptoms are not very severe. Aggressive B cell non-Hodgkin lymphoma can be diffuse large B cell lymphoma and Burkitt lymphoma, which is associated with virus, and it is the most aggressive tumor. Indolent lymphoma can be follicular lymphoma, marginal zone lymphoma, hairy cell leukemia, or chronic lymphocytic leukemia. T cell non-Hodgkin lymphoma can be Sézary syndrome and adult T cell lymphoma. Non-Hodgkin lymphomas they can arise from the B cells and T cells. In 70% of cases they arise from B cells. Now we shall discuss the different types of non-Hodgkin lymphoma. First is follicular lymphoma. Follicular lymphoma, it arises from the germinal center B cells, mean B cells which are present in the germinal center of the follicle. Follicular lymphoma, it arises when there is T1418 translocation. It can best memorize through the mnemonic 14 start with F and F stand for follicular lymphoma. So in follicular lymphoma there is T1418 mutation. This mutation is also shown through the figure, as this is chromosome 14 and this is chromosome 18. There is translocation, mean exchange of small segments of chromosome 14 and 18. As a result, BCL2 gene, it get overexpressed, and this gene cause the more proliferation of lymphocytes. In follicular lymphoma, mainly lymph nodes, blood, bone marrow and spleen, all these organs are involved. Lymph node has nodular appearance. It has both types of cells, centrocytes and centroblast cells, immature cells and mature B cells. As shown in the figure, this is lymph node and this is cortex. Cortex has follicles where B cells reside. B cells differentiate into centroblast cells, and the centroblast cells, they mature into centrocytes. These cells are present in the lymph node, which make its nodular appearance. In blood, lymphocytes are present, but its count is less than 20,000. Bone marrow has also lymphoid aggregates. It means that B cells, they form aggregates in bone marrow. Spleen also appear nodular. As you can see in the figure, spleen is nodular and these nodules are composed of B lymphocytes. Clinically, these patients present with lymphadenopathy because lymph nodes are involved and B cells are proliferating at a very high rate, so size of the lymph node gets increased. In short, follicular lymphomas, they arise from the B cells and they have T1418 mutation, which can be memorized through this mnemonic. Lymph nodes has nodular appearance. They contain two types of cells, centrocytes and centroblast cells. Blood has lymphocytes but less than 20,000. Bone marrow has lymphoid aggregates and spleen has nodules, which are clear here. Clinically, patients present with generalized lymphadenopathy. Next type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma is the Burkitt lymphoma. Burkitt lymphoma, it also arises from the B cells and they have T418 mutation. As shown in the figure, this is chromosome 8 and this is 14. Both chromosomes exchange their segments and as a result, MYC gene, it get overactivate and also it increase the proliferation of B lymphocytes. This mutation can best understood or memorized through the mnemonic as Burkitt B, it just looks like 8. So Burkitt lymphoma has T814 mutation. This lymphoma is associated with virus Epstein-Barr virus and mainly extranodal tissues, they are involved. Mainly in Burkitt lymphoma, extranodal tissues are involved. Extranodal tissues, specifically mandible and abdomen, they are mainly involved. Burkitt lymphoma, endemic Burkitt lymphoma, it involves the mandible. Means in endemic Burkitt lymphoma, mandibular lesion is present as shown in the figure. And in sporadic Burkitt lymphoma, abdominal lymph nodes are involved. Extranodal tissues, they have starry sky appearance. It means that these are the proliferating lymphocytes and these light areas are the macrophages. Proliferating lymphocytes, they form dark background And these light macrophages, as they have clear cytoplasm, so they appear light areas and give starry sky appearance to the extranodal tissues. In short, Burkitt lymphoma has T4, T8, 14 mutation, and these lymphomas, they are associated with Epstein-Barr virus, and they mainly involve extranodal tissues, specifically mandible and abdomen, and these cells have starry sky appearance. Next type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma is mantle cell myeloma. Mantle cell myeloma, it arises from the naive B cells, and its genotype is T1114 mutation. This mutation can be memorized to the mnemonic mantle cell. Double L is written in small alphabets, and these are the lowercase. Lowercase l, it just looks like 1, and 1 stands for 11. When this mutation occurs, it causes increased expression of cyclin D1, and cyclin D1, it promotes the growth of cells, and as there are lymphocytes, so cyclic D cells, cyclic D gene, it increases the growth of lymphocytes. In this non-Hodgkin lymphoma, extranodal tissues are mainly involved, and lymph nodes plus extranodal tissues are involved, and these patients present with generalized lymphadenopathy and dysaminated disease. In short, these patients, these lymphomas, they arise from naive B cells, and genotype is T1114, and they mainly involve extranodal tissues. Next type is marginal zone lymphoma. Marginal zone lymphoma, it originates from mammary B cells, and they mainly involve extranodal tissues such as stomach, and it usually occur in association with chronic inflammatory disease such as chronic gastritis by H. pylori. And in stomach, this marginal zone lymphoma is called maltoma. In short, these marginal zone lymphomas, they arise from mammary B cells and mainly involve extranodal tissues, and in stomach, these are called maltomas. Next type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma is hairy cell leukemia. Hairy cell leukemia, it originates from mammary B cells, and they have activating BRAF mutation. Its features can be memorized to the mnemonic TRAP. As B lymphocytes, they trap in bone, they trap in spleen, and they trap in bone, so they cannot migrate towards lymph nodes. When they trap in spleen, size of spleen get enlarged, and in these patients, massive splenomegaly is present. When lymphocytes, they trap in bone undergo fibrosis, and when we try to aspirate the bone marrow, it results in dry tap on aspiration because marrow has undergone fibrosis because of trap of lymphocytes, and they stain positive for TRAP. TRAP is a stain. These patients present with splenomegaly, massive splenomegaly because of trap of lymphocytes, hepatomegaly, pancytopenia because bone marrow has undergo fibrosis, and infection because WBCs increase as bone marrow undergo fibrosis, and decreased production of WBCs, RBCs, so it more prone to infection. Next type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma is diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. They originate from germinal center or post-germinal center of the follicles. In diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, name shows that there is diffuse appearance of the lymph nodes, which is characterized by the presence of large cells and B cells. B, it shows that they have BCL2, BCL6 mutation. Diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, it present with rapidly growing masses both at nodal and extranodal tissues. Nodal tissues which are involved are Walder ring, oropharyngeal tissues, tonsils, and adenoids. Extranodal sites are GIT, skin, bone, and brain. In short, in diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, there is diffuse appearance of the lymph nodes characterized by the presence of large cells, and B cells, it shows that they have BCL2 and BCL6 mutation. They present with rapidly growing masses at the nodal and extranodal sites. Next type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma is chronic lymphocytic leukemia. This leukemia, it originates from memory B cells. They have genetic mutation in chromosome 12 and 13. 12 has trisomy and chromosome 13 has undergo deletion of some genes. This chronic lymphocytic leukemia, it mainly involves lymph node. Lymph node has two types of lymphocytes, small lymphocytes and large lymphocytes. As shown here, these are small lymphocytes and these are large lymphocytes. Large lymphocytes, it form proliferation center. When they aggregate, they form proliferation centers, and this center is the pathogenomic of CLL. In blood, lymphocytes are present plus smudge cells are also present. These smudge cells are basically lymphocytes, but they lose their cytoplasm during handling. Bone marrow, it shows lymphocytic infiltrate. It means that lymphocytes accumulate in bone marrow. Clinically, these patients present with weight loss, anorexia, and generalized lymphadenopathy. Symptoms are described from this figure. As shown in the figure, there are drenching night sweats, unexplained fever, and painless lymphadenopathy and weight loss. These are the symptoms due to involvement of nodal tissues. And extranodal symptoms present with bowel obstruction. Bone marrow, it shows when bone marrow is involved, it shows patient has infection, easy bruisability and fatigue due to anemia, easy bruises due to decreased platelets, and infection due to neutropenia. And when spinal cord is involved, it results in loss of sensation. Patients of non-Hodgkin lymphoma can be investigated through imaging studies such as CT scan, lymph node biopsy, flow cytometry, or PET scan, and they can be treated through radiotherapy or chemotherapy.